Hi everyone, this video is on limits of accuracy, and it's kind of to do with rounding and thinking about what possible answers could have been rounded to the answer you're given. So for example, if we had 46, we've got to think about what possible values could we have had originally that would have rounded to 46 as the nearest whole number. So if you think about it, we could have had 45.7. That rounds up to 46 as the nearest whole number. We could have had 46.3. We could have had 45.5. We could have had 46.4. We could have had 46.4999. They all round to 46 as the nearest whole number. So what limits of accuracy means is determining the range of values that could have been used to get that value. So what we do is we cut it off where it ends and we consider the next decimal place. And generally what we're doing is we're minusing to the nearest 5 in that new decimal place, and we're increasing to the nearest 5. In other words, if we minus 5 from that decimal place, we'd get 45.5. And if we increase by 5 in that decimal place, we'd get 46.5. In other words, any value in this range could have achieved a result of 46 to the nearest whole number. Now, hopefully some of you are realizing that this one would not actually round to 46. It would round to 47. However, we need to be able to specify that we can have everything up to that point. In other words, we could have 46.4999999. That would still round down to 46. So we don't bother putting 4999 and writing that forever. We just do it to the nearest 5. So 45.5 to 46.5 are called the limits of accuracy for the number 46. So we go to the next decimal place or the next column, and we go 5 less and 5 more. So for instance, if we had 390 and we wanted to do that to the nearest 10, which is this column, we would look at the units column. So we would say 385 to 395. We go 5 less, 5 more of the next column. So if we had 3.9, for example, then we're going to look at the next column and we're going to go 5 up and 5 down. In other words, we could have 3.85 to 3.95. That's the limits of accuracy. I'll do one more. If we had 3.26, we would go to the next column and we would go 5 down. So that'd be 3.255. And we go 5 up, so 3.265. That's the limits of accuracy. So whatever you're given, always look at the next column, go 5 down, 5 up. Hopefully